You watching this Purpose Driven, bro? My nigga, you get me through a lot, bro. Like, on an emotional level, bro. You get me through a lot, bro. You feel me? Like, your videos really helping nigga out. Like, I'm so glad. Like, that's why I say, like, you doing God's work for real. You feel me? Because you believe in God, too. And you be talking, you like, give advice incorporating God. And it makes it so much more relatable.
YouTube, what it do? Welcome back to another video, man. I appreciate y'all. You know, I just love this channel, and I love speaking the truth and anything that's rooted in God and faith and being the best version of yourself. That's what this channel is all about. Don't ever let nothing slide that you feel like is disrespectful, okay? People deserve to know about themselves, and you have every right to express how someone's action made you feel. And how you can also help course correct somebody's behavior. So when people disrespect you, you have an obligation to actually let them know that. You don't want to be the type of person to continue getting stepped on. You're not a roach, you're not an ant, you're a human being. When you allow yourself to keep getting stepped on, you know what I'm saying? It's hard for you to truly be happy in your life, because you know deep down you feel inferior when you hop into a room, when you hop into a space. You feel inferior when you're invited to a party or a function. You feel inferior because you feel like other people are better than you. When people disrespect you over and over again, it's not about them disrespecting you. The main question that I have for you is, why do you keep allowing yourself to get disrespected again and again? At a certain point, you have to not only say something, but do something. And when you do something, it's not like you don't, do nothing crazy. But at the very least, you have to let somebody know. You gotta let that person know, whoever that individual is, hey, I'm tired of the disrespect. I'm tired of you disrespecting me because of A, B, C, or D. And if they keep disrespecting you, then you have to cut that off or remove yourself from the situation. And I feel like a lot of people don't understand, right? And people who don't understand this simple point, these are the same people that get disrespected. And I pray for you to break free from those chains. I don't want you to be the type of person that people think they could just step on. I don't want you to be the type of person that people think they could just keep saying whatever about you, and you never respond, or you never say nothing, or you never let them know about themselves, because all that's gonna do is just make the bully more. You feel what I'm saying? Instead of making the bully learn. You feel me? And one thing about being a man is that we don't tolerate that. One thing that we would never tolerate is disrespect. Respect is everything, and respect is the foundation of what makes a man a man. If you can't respect somebody else, if you can't respect yourself, if you don't have integrity, then what are you standing on? What are you built on? What is your foundation? What do you operate with? I think a lot of people in life, they just float. They don't have any type of operation. They don't have any morals or integrity or principles. And that's exactly why they don't know what to stand for or what to believe in. But I do. Because one thing about me is, ain't nobody gonna play with me. Ain't nobody gonna disrespect me. And if you disrespect me, I'm removing myself, because the truth is, you disrespecting yourself. I'm not even gonna let you get the chance to think that you disrespecting me. Anybody that disrespect you, what you got to understand is they're disrespecting themselves. Because at the end of the day, we're all connected. You feel me? At the end of the day, we all God's children. And at the end of the day, we all got to go home to each other in heaven. Hopefully that's where you end up. And in the heavenly realms, there's no time to go back and forth and bicker. Because that means that everybody that's there, they understand that they had to, be the best that they could be to get to where they at. To believe in God, believe in his words. And one thing about God is God deals with respect. You got to respect God. You got to respect those around you. You got to respect yourself. You got to live on honor. You got to live on integrity. So don't ever let nobody disrespect you, bruh. You feel what I'm saying? Don't ever let anybody play with your name. If somebody's trying to hold you accountable or address you and keep it real, that's different. But don't let anybody disrespect you. And I think a lot of times people let things slide because they want to fit in. Oh, I'll let you disrespect me so I can keep fitting in. Nah, let's never do that. Why would you want to fit in with people who are disrespectful? Why would you want to fit in with people who don't care about you? Why would you want to fit in with people who don't care if you breathe? You feel what I'm saying? There's always going to be people in this world that only care about themselves, or at the end of the day, look out for themselves. And you got to be weary of those people. And they could be in your circle right now. You have to evaluate the people in your life. You can't just trust everybody. Some people is not supposed to be trusted. You can't just be friends with everybody. You got to set boundaries. You have to set a standard. You have to live by a code. And if they don't fall into that code, hey, okay, I don't think I could be around you like that, champ. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. It's the same way you apply for a job application. You don't fit in for that job, you're not gonna get hired. You're not what they're looking for. Sorry, not sorry. They don't care. You have to move like a business. You have to operate like a business. Sometimes people, they not what we looking for. If you not trying to smoke weed in your life right now, and you around a whole bunch of people that's smoking weed, and you tell them, hey, if I hang around you, could you just put the blunt down? Because I'm trying to heal and I don't want to, fall for this addiction. And they don't care about that. Maybe you have to hang around them less because you can't tell nobody what to do. They got every right to do what they doing. But all I'm saying is a genuine person will say, oh, I definitely understand, because I care about your presence and I do want to hang with you. And if it's just 30 minutes to an hour, that's cool. I understand what you're trying to do. You have to be around the right people. Some people, they don't fit the standard. They don't fit the standard because you could tell somebody what you're trying to do and they still throw it in your face. Oh, I'm trying to go to the gym and I'm trying to lock in. And then you let them know, hey man, come with me to the gym. Okay, I'm on my way. And they never show up. Why are you still hanging with people that's not serious? Why are you still hanging with people that don't know how to lock in? Why are you still hanging with people that don't respect you? Why do we hang around people that don't have nothing to offer us? Because you offering everything to people. You offering your best self. You being the best that you can be. Kind-hearted, kind-spirited. You want to see people win. You pray for people. And they don't even do that for you. It's not an equal energy exchange. So when something is not an equal energy exchange and you know that you're overextending yourself just to fit in somewhere, that's how you know you got to remove yourself from that situation. That's how you know you got to remove yourself from people. That's how you know that you can't tolerate that type of behavior no more. You can't tolerate disrespect. At the end of the day, we have one life, bro. And I don't know about you, but I want to be surrounded with the right people. I want to be surrounded with people who do want to lock in. I want to be surrounded with people who want the best for themselves. I want to be surrounded with people that want to be surrounded with me. We can't put up with disrespect, bro. And you have to understand, especially as men, you can't just let anybody talk to you any type of way. You cannot do that. Because if you can't stand up for yourself, how you gonna stand up for your future family? How you gonna stand up for your friends? How you gonna stand up for something that you know is wrong? How you gonna stand up for your kids? Your future kids, if you planning to have kids or if you already got kids? How can you stand up for people in your life when you can't even stand up for yourself? So when I say that you should not tolerate disrespect, this is essential. I'm not just talking the talk. I'm walking that walk. If somebody disrespect me, then I got something to say. Hey, why would you speak to me that way? And then if it keeps happening over and over and over again, that repeated behavior, that repeated pattern, that just lets you know that they're a disrespectful individual. People are who they tell you that they are, bro. And you have to believe them. You can see the good in people, but sometimes you got to understand people who can't even see the good within themselves always operate from a negative place, from a negative headspace. Why do you want to be around those types of people? Right now in life is the time for you to separate yourself from things that don't serve you, from things that don't help you, from things that aren't guiding you, from things that aren't putting you on a better path towards your purpose. anything pulling you away from God, anything pulling you away from your health, anything pulling you away from the things that you know deep down are good, you have to get rid of that. You have to move away from that. Why? So you can make space for the things that are good. So you can make space for the people that are good. So you can make space and make way for the new experiences that you'll have. This isn't just about, yo, just go isolate yourself and just cut everybody off and just focus on you. It's also about reaching a place in your life where you're with the right group of people, doing the right things, the things that you know will take your life further, the things that you know will make your life better. But it starts with having a foundation. It starts with having a foundation. Don't ever let disrespect slide. Don't ever let nobody talk about you crazy. You have to be willing to stand up for yourself. You have to be willing to stand up for yourself. And you have to understand that most people are not willing to. Why? Because they want to fit in. Or they're scared to lose friends. They're scared to lose friends. They're scared to lose peers. They're scared to be alone. Well, you might be alone temporarily, but you know what leaves, God, he's going to bring back tenfold. The book of Job teaches you that. Sometimes in life you'll take losses, but if you keep going and you keep having faith, you'll gain so much more. So if you get rid of the people that's not adding value to your life, you can make space for the people that will. And maybe God wants to send you better friends. Maybe life is ready to send you better friends. But you keep hanging around people that's not helping you, not respecting you, not showing you love. So there's not going to be that. There's not going to be room for that or space for that. We only got 24 hours in a day. 12 of them, well, for me, like 6 to 8, but 12 of them we pretty much resting. A couple of those hours out the day we eating. And then we go to work. Social life is some of the smallest parts of our life, but it's also some of the most integral and important parts. Like today I worked out with my brother. We've been working out. We've been locked in, focused. You know, this is my friend, man. He just moved to where I'm at. And so we've been on go mode. You know, we've been working out almost 2 weeks straight, being consistent. And I appreciate him motivating me and inspiring me. And he appreciates me doing the same for him. And so we help each other be the best versions of ourselves. But we only spent like 2 to 3 hours today. Some days it's going to be less, right? Because we both have busy lives. Today, you know, we was able to spend a 2 to 3 hours because it was a Sunday. But even then, you know, so your social life is very important. And you don't want to ever be around people who disrespect you. You don't want to ever let disrespect slide. You don't have to escalate it to points where it don't need to be. But this concept of just take disrespect. Oh, somebody gonna spit on you, just take it. That's what you're saying. Just let somebody hold you. Just let somebody disrespect you. No, I ain't gonna let you hold me. No. I'm not gonna let you treat me like no peon. I used the word peon today, and my homeboy said, what does that mean? I said, dang, I don't know if, maybe it's because I'm from Miami, so we have different slangs, different words. But if you don't know what a peon is, essentially it's people who treat you like you ain't nothing. But you are something. You come from the Most High God. You come from the Creator. You're connected to that consciousness that knows all. That's your Father. That's who you pray to. You're an extension of that. You are somebody. You do deserve to take up space. You do deserve to occupy space, but you can't let disrespect slide. You can't do that. God wouldn't want you to do that. Nah, bro. You gotta address it. And it don't matter what nobody think. And it don't matter how nobody feel. And it don't matter about nobody's opinion. You feel what I'm saying? You have to always do what's best for you in your journey, in your life. The same way other people gonna do what's best for them. You gotta do what's right for you. If you wanna be in a healthy environment, then you gotta make that jump. You gotta make that leap. Why would we stay in a negative environment? Why would we stay around people that don't have their best interest at heart? Why would we stay around people that keep disrespecting us? Why would we do that? At a certain point, bro, you have to change your environment. There's a lot of people in this world, they want to be in the world so damn bad that they scared to turn away from the world. Sometimes we got to turn away from the world. Sometimes we got to say it's not worth it. It's not worth being cool with you. Certain things that we just not gonna put up with. At the end of the day, man, bruh, especially as men, shout out to the queens watching as well, but everybody needs this message. But especially as men, when we've been ordered to, you know, protect our family, protect our loved ones. That's why we got so much strength. That's why we strong, right? That's why we in the gym. That's why we work out. You've been ordered to protect your family. How the hell you gonna protect your family and you can't protect yourself? How you gonna protect your family? Think about what I'm saying, dog. How are you going to protect your family, bro, when you can't be honest? When someone's disrespecting you, you can't address it. So when times really get tough, how you gonna address somebody disrespecting your girl? You know what I'm saying? That's like just letting somebody grab your girl booty. Somebody just come up and just grab your girl booty. You just gonna let it slide? Oh, I'm gonna just take the disrespect. Look at some of y'all. No, I'm not gonna let it slide. Well, it start with you. You think it start with somebody grabbing your girl booty? It really start with you. That's your problem. You think that, oh, you see, you keep pushing the guide, like you keep pushing the line. You keep moving the goalpost. So you think disrespect has to look like this for it to be crazy. You think that disrespect has to look a certain way for it to be crazy. But when you don't address disrespect from the very beginning, that's how it gets to that level. That's how it gets to that level. So what's an example with the girl? I mean, let's stay with the girl example. I don't know. You see your homeboy, your quote unquote homeboy, he's staring at your girl too long or something like that. He got wandering eyes, something. I don't know. I'm trying to just pick something. Hey, that's a problem. You don't address that, that's on you. Some of y'all be letting that slide. I'm trying to tell y'all crazy, bro. Y'all don't want to address people. We live in a society where we want to be liked and we want to be loved more than we want to be respected. We're bringing back respect. We're bringing back morals and integrity, and there's nothing you can do about it. That's what the channel gonna be about. That's what it's always been about. Respect, God, purpose, morals, integrity, standards, and we standing on it. We drop a video a day. We drop a video every single day. You know what I'm saying? We drop a video every single day because this is the type of content that we need in the world. I don't care if it reach one person. I don't care if it reach 20,000 people. I don't care if it reach 1 million like one of our videos did last year. That's all great, but I'm just trying to help whoever the message reaches. And the message today that God put on my heart is don't let disrespect slide. And I feel like a lot of people want to fit in instead of being strong and fitting out. Ain't nothing wrong with fitting out. There's nothing wrong with being authentic. There's nothing wrong with keeping it real. There's nothing wrong with being yourself. You keep trying to be like everybody else. And you accept so much from everybody else. Why? You accept so much disrespect, so much hate from everybody else. Why? Is it worth it? It's not. Because we stand for things. You feel what I'm saying? We stand for it. We stand for respect. So I'm here to remind you to always put that at the forefront. Never let no one talk to you crazy. Never let no one disrespect you to a level where you know it's no return from. Never just sit down and accept that. If you don't address disrespect from the beginning, it's gonna fester up into something ugly. So as soon as you see disrespect, address it. And for me, I only let it slide. Y'all see what that is? 0 times. And it doesn't mean that I don't have forgiveness. I have forgiveness, for sure. Right? And we forgive people not necessarily for the individual. But the truth is, we first forgive people for God, because we know that's the righteous thing to do. But when you really think about it, you're forgiving people for yourself, so you could be free, and so nobody has power over you, you know, and you able to live your life and know that you did the right thing. There's something very freeing about that. So I forgive, but if a person disrespects, I address, right? I don't let it slide, right? So I'm not saying that, oh, if you disrespect me, I'm gonna cut you off immediately. No, if you disrespect me, okay, maybe you weren't aware that I found that disrespectful, so I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna address it, and I pray that you fix it. And if you don't fix it, then you gotta go, because I'm not gonna let it slide. I'm not gonna let your lack of change stop me from being my best self and being around people that would never talk to me crazy, would never talk to me sideways, would never talk to me in a disrespectful way. Some of y'all would let it slide. Some of y'all do want to fit in. Some of y'all do care about money, or you care about status, or you care about whatever it is. You care about fitting in. You care about being in a friend group, or you scared to be lonely. I'm just here to let you know today, you can't take money with you when you die. You can only take the experiences that you have and the wisdom that you gained on this earth, because earth is school. So instead of y'all trying to learn, some of y'all trying to be the cool kids in school and y'all not learning nothing. Some of y'all was the cool kids in school. Me, I was cool and I was a nerd. Right? I went to college for free. I had a scholarship. I'm hella smart. I got a degree. I don't know if y'all just think I picked up a camera and I'm just yapping on YouTube like everybody else. I'm not like everybody else. You know, I got my degree. I did my part. I'm just trying to make a point. The point that I'm making, I'm not trying to be better than anybody else or look like I'm better than anybody else. I'm just saying that I maxed out my life. I went to college. I got my degree. I am an entrepreneur. I do work for the people. I'm choosing some of the hardest things in life. Right now, I'm choosing to be a bodybuilder. I want to get back into bodybuilding like I was doing back in college. So I'm working out back again and really locking in. I'm building infrastructure within my business. I'm creating programs that's helping people, the brotherhood, the chosen ones, right? Information on how to join those things below. I'm maxing out my life. I'm writing my next book right now. Max out your life. Go all in. Don't tolerate disrespect. Be real. Be honest. You got one life. You have to understand that you need to max it out, that you can't leave. Like all the materialistic things, I can't leave with. I can't leave with none of these things. That's why I keep my head in the books. I keep learning. I keep building my relationship with God, with the Creator. Because when it's time for me to go to the heavenly realms, I'm just gonna keep excelling. Because I gain knowledge from my time here on earth. Earth is like school, bruh. And some of y'all still trying to just be the cool kid. That's all y'all care about. Fitting in, being cool, to the point where you'll take disrespect. And it's like, that's not cool. That's not player. And that's not what we supposed to be doing. You're on earth to spiritually grow. You're also on earth to have a human experience. And if you can do both, that's an amazing life. But when you only focus on the human experience aspect, you fall into such an egoic trap that you feel like you could disrespect other people. That's where disrespect stems from. Just people who are too focused on just the human experience. When people keep disrespecting people, it shows their lack of spiritual maturity. They have not worked on what they'll actually take with them, which is the wisdom and knowledge in their relationship with God. The physical body will stay. The jewelry will stay. The clothes will stay. The shoes will stay. The house will stay. It'll be in people's names. It won't be in your name no more. You on this earth for a short time, not a long time. So why do we think that we could disrespect people and talk to people sideways? You on earth for a short time, not a long time. So why do you think that you're not supposed to be learning all you can so you can evolve and be the best that you can be? Why do you think it's all about just looking cool and fitting in and disrespecting people, or taking disrespect and you're scared to stand up for yourself? Hey, if you don't stand up for yourself, bro, what are we scared of? You got one life. Live it right. Stand up for yourself. And don't let disrespect slide, man. Go all out. Go all out. If you gotta tell somebody about themselves, do it. That's the point. That's the point I'm making. Because they need to learn. You're holding on to information that people need. Hey, I need to let you know. Yeah, that you're disrespectful. I'm gonna let you know that. Why? So you can evolve. So you can grow. I'm gonna let you know that it's serious this time, to the point where I'm gonna remove myself, and I don't even care if people clown me or if people support me. I'm just gonna do that because that's what God wants me to do. That's basically what we were saying yesterday. And some people not gonna get it, bro. Some people not gonna get it because they don't stand on morals. They don't stand on integrity. They don't stand on principles. They don't stand on respect. So videos like this might be the first time that you ever hear something like this, because you're growing up in a generation where, and I'm only 23, but you're growing up, I guess we all are. We're growing up in a generation where everything's the internet. And we think everything's for clicks, likes, and money, and status, and fame, and clout. It's not a lot of real left. Excuse my language. It's not a lot of real people left, bro. And that pisses me off. If I could be honest with you, it pisses me off because I'm tired of like the corny stuff. I'm tired of people who don't want to evolve and grow. I'm tired of it. But you can't change people for people. You can't make someone who keep disrespecting you respect you. You can only focus on yourself. And when you do that, life is beautiful, bruh. Because they can't take nothing away from you. They can't take away what you work for. They can't take away your spiritual evolution. They can't take away your growth. They can't take away your mindset. They can't take away all the books you read. They can't take away all the edifying conversations you've had. They can't take away your beautiful, amazing experiences that you're building. The real things that matter in life, nobody could take away from you. The real things that matter in life, nobody could take away from you. So if you got to remove yourself because of disrespect, so be it. This message is for everyone, because at least once in your life, you will have to remove somebody in your life that is disrespectful, or you will have to, at the very least, address it. This is not just an individual situation. This is all of our experiences. We will run into disrespectful people. How are you going to handle that? That's what you need to be worried about. We worried about how someone else handled it. Whether you agree or disagree, how are you going to handle when disrespect comes at your front door? Right? How are you going to handle it? What are you going to do? What are you going to say? Are you going to let it slide? You going to let somebody grab your girl butt cheek? You just going to let that happen? You just going to let that happen? Y'all sick, man. No, you gonna let somebody just call you out your name? You gonna let somebody disrespect you? You gonna let somebody talk crazy to you? And then they do it so much, it gets you out of character because energy is contagious. So now you doing things and saying things that you don't even do, or that you don't even say. You let disrespect turn into an argument. Now you bickering and going back and forth. Bro, y'all have to no, don't let nobody take you into no argument. Don't let nobody be someone else other than who God made you to be. Don't ever let disrespect slide. And with that said, I'm gonna do the cha-cha slide. I'm gonna welcome all the new subscribers in. Welcome to Purpose Driven. I appreciate y'all, man. We turn it up. There's not a lot of real YouTube channels like this left, man. So show love, show support. One of the ways you can support is clicking that hype button. I know y'all see that hype button. It's some new YouTube feature. They always dropping some new feature, right? That never really worked. But shout out YouTube. We love y'all. Click that hype button, man. If you appreciate the video, if you learned something, if you gained some sort of wisdom, comment below your thoughts, like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Check out the chosen ones if you are battling lust. All right, this is for my guys that keep watching pornography. Why? Okay, you feel what I'm saying? That's one of the things that we need to cut off, bro. You disrespecting yourself. If you keep watching pornography, you're letting disrespect slide because you're disrespecting yourself. If you need help breaking free, I'm helping men who have grown up with pornography addiction to break free, and women too who are addicted to lust break free. You can find all that help in the chosen ones. That's below. The link is below. All right, everything that you need to know to work closely with me is below. God bless you. I'll see you in the next video, and I love you guys so much. Peace.